remember to like, subscribe, and turn on bell notifications to support our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. Russell Findlay, the new Scottish Conservative leader, hasn't even warmed his seat yet, and already he's faced public embarrassment, courtesy of First Minister John Swinney. Swinney didn't hold back when he reminded Findlay of his support for Liz Truss, the Prime Minister who crashed the economy and was outlived by a lettuce. So the question remains, how can a man who backed such catastrophic leadership be trusted to run Scotland? We all remember the infamous reign of Liz Truss, whose disastrous 44 days in office led to financial chaos, soaring interest rates, and the pound in freefall. Yet, Russell Findlay, despite all the warning signs, threw his support behind her. First Minister John Swinney wasn't about to let that slide, calling him out for backing a leader who left the UK's economy in tatters. Let's take a listen.
Now, Mr Findlay, of course, was a supporter of Liz Truss.
Carry on, First Minister. Members.
Don't like it.
The Conservatives obviously don't like being reminded that Mr Findlay... The Conservatives...
We will hear the First Minister. Many members wish to put questions today. I'd like us to continue. First Minister.
The Conservatives obviously don't like hearing that Mr Findlay was a supporter of Liz Truss, whose economic and fiscal policies have undermined the public finances of Scotland. That is the reality that I'm going to point out to Mr Findlay. And what this government has done is it's taken the hard decisions to invest more in our public services, more in our health and social care services than would have been the case if we had followed the United Kingdom Government's budget allocations to Scotland. £1.5 billion more invested in our public services. So if Mr Findlay wants a lesson in reality, I will tell him that I will not follow the discredited and failed policies of the Conservative Party. We will make our choices here in Scotland to invest in our public services and to protect the people of our country.
Now let's look at the man himself. Russell Findlay may have been a notable journalist, but when it comes to political experience, he's barely scratched the surface. With only a few years in politics, Findlay's qualifications for leading a country as complex as Scotland are highly questionable. To make matters worse, only a few thousand Conservative members voted for him to lead the Scottish Tories. Can someone with such a limited mandate and political background really claim to be ready to govern? Scotland is a country with unique needs, devolved powers, an ongoing independence debate, and an economy that requires careful stewardship. Yet here we are with Russell Findlay, a leader with minimal political experience, thrust into the spotlight. His support for the disastrous policies of Liz Truss shows a worrying lack of judgment, and it begs the question, is this man remotely capable of handling Scotland's future? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. As always, stay informed, stay engaged, and make sure that your voice is heard.